Love and Other Words, Priest, Archer's Voice, The Housemaid, recommend this book to you. Hello booksties, welcome to today's video. I thought it would be fun to do a little recommendation video. I'm going to show you some books that you might have enjoyed or liked before. I will recommend a book that is either similar or has the same kind of tropes and vibes of the book that you might have read and loved. Disclaimer, me showing and recommending these books doesn't mean they were necessarily a 5-star for me. The whole point of the video is to show you books similar to ones that you yourself might have loved or enjoyed. Let's get into it. Okay, I have like 3 stacks of books on the floor next to me. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not gonna carry them all at once to show you, but trust me, there are 3 stacks of books. I have a wide variety of genres. We are going to have some fantasy, we have some dark romance, some contemporary romance, some YA fantasy, and thrillers as well. What was that fantasy called? Urban fantasy. If you also read and loved this book, it's fast-paced, there's a lot of secrets. I would highly recommend The Prison Healer and To Poison a King. Some of these book recs are going to be shown on the screen because I read them on my Kindle. If Love and Other Words was your vibe, then I definitely would recommend you try Every Summer After as well as Before We Were Strangers. I feel like these 2 books have very similar vibes. Now, if you loved The Deal, then I would definitely suggest to try Blindside. It just had the same kind of feels, the same kind of vibes as The Deal. Both of them were such a fun time. Looking around me at the mess that I'm making and all the books that have to go back to their designated bookshelves is like triggering a little bit of anxiety in me right now, I'm not gonna lie.
I'm anxiety.
If you have read, what was the series called? The Twisted series. No. Is it called the Twisted series? I don't know. It's been a while since I read it. Anyways, if you've read the series and you didn't like the first books, but this one was your favorite, then I would definitely recommend that you also read King of Wrath. I felt this book in particular was the closest to Twisted Lies, so you can keep that in mind. Now moving on to something a little bit darker. If you enjoyed Priest, I would suggest you give Crossed a try. This is part of the Never After series, but each one of these books is actually a standalone. And just to clarify for anyone who hasn't read the series yet, this is not fantasy. It's a dark fairy tale retelling, but it's just like dark romance, basically. If you have read Rock, Paper, Scissors by Alice Feeney, and you were just as blown away as I was by those never-ending plot twists, then I would recommend this book to you. I Let You Go. This book is like really underrated. I have never seen anybody talk about it. To be honest, it gave me the same feelings that I had while reading Rock, Paper, Scissors. And if you've read it, you know what I'm talking about. If you're someone who loved Archer's Voice, the whole tortured hero vibe, the whole small town atmosphere, then I would recommend you pick up If I Hadn't Been Adam by yours truly. Yes. Am I promoting my own book? Sure, why not? By the way, it's also available on Kindle Unlimited. For all of you who prefer urban fantasy to regular fantasy, and if you enjoyed Crescent City, I would recommend The Longing of Lone Wolves. If you enjoyed Welcome to the Dark Side, I would recommend you give this one a try. Now, I just need to clarify, this is not a dark romance in any sort of way, but it is a questionable romance, quote unquote. If you've read Welcome to the Dark Side and you know what was questionable about it, but that's your thing, I mean, we read and we don't judge, right? Give this one a try. It has the same kind of trope, except it is done in a more touching way. 3 more to go. If you've read and enjoyed Fable but you just wanted a little bit more romance, you wanted just a little something more, then definitely consider reading Daughter of the Pirate King. These are both YA fantasies, and they both take place on ships. But for me personally, I found that this one had the best kind of banter. If you're someone who enjoys YA banter and like YA romance and the tension, consider this one. Now, for all of you who have dipped your toes into the thriller genre and you absolutely loved The Housemaid by Frida McFadden, try this one. It gives off the same vibes as The Housemaid. It'll keep you feeling uneasy and just like with a knot in your stomach. And last but not least, if you enjoyed Light Lark, particularly the love triangle and all the little secrets and plot twists, then you might also enjoy these Hollow Vows. It's a duology, so there's only 2 books. It's YA, it's fantasy, it's a love triangle, very fast-paced. Alright, booksties, this concludes today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know it was a quick one. I have around 2 more like this one planned, so let me know if this is something you're interested in seeing more of, more book recommendations. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!